And we are working our way through the round of 96. Now we're in heat 18 with Ethan Ewing, Beyrick de Vries, Nat Young, and Jonathan Gonzalez. Canary Islands, South Africa, Australia, and the USA all represented. Kaipagoro along with Peter Mel. And we got a Santa Cruz surfer out there, Pete, but we're going to first turn our attention to Jonathan Gonzalez. Nice through the lip for Gonzalez, and a little lip line glide there for the surfer from the Canary Islands.
Nice rhythm. You know, whereas on the championship tour, you see them, they kind of running solo or their teams, you know, their coaches and teams. But you don't see a ton of surfers hanging out totally together all the time and traveling together. There is some. Kyo and Josh have been hanging when the families aren't together, so they've been hanging together, but fairly individual on the championship tour, whereas this tour, it's all about posse of, you know, of your boys.
Well, you gotta stretch it, and the camaraderie definitely helps. Beyrick de Vries, I'm sure he's hanging out with Michael February here for this comp.
Let's take a look at the replay here from Beyrick. You know, one of those bigger waves that stayed open on the outside section. First time we've been able to see Beyrick in this event so far. Been trying to watch some of the free surfs, but nice snap, and then there, just into that dumping shore break section. Fairly quality turn here, though. Showing some flair, but at this point, trying to engage those fins straight into the shallow sandbank. Goes down. You know, if he can do that style of surfing out here and get you, we're going to see him make some heats.
Nat Young got up and looked like he had to avoid another competitor on his first turn. And let's see.
Well, here he is paddling into this one again. There's a lot of other things that could have taken him off rhythm as well. But there, you know, that section, he definitely did, you know, and they had to get around. That was Jonathan Gonzalez. And then there, not really a good section though. I mean, that was a tough one to really get a quality maneuver done.
Here we go, Ethan Ewing. Little check turn to start, hooks it through the inside section on this left, and another better turn. So nice flow. Wave continues to reform, and Ewing just showing us that great technique.
Irons, I mean, Andy was that kind of a surfer, and it's really tough. I mean, we've said it so much as we watch the finish move there from Nat. Much better.
That was much better. Way more put together right there. High risk, and he pulled off that closing maneuver.
Helps support Nat. Much cleaner face here on this one, and a much more solid finish move. Again, that's his forte, the backhand, where he just throws it up in those critical sections, no worries, pulls it down. This is going to put him in even a better position than he's in right now, which is first.
Well, he just really, he's a thesaurus and an encyclopedia when it comes to surfing and the surf spots. And while we're away, Beyrick de Vries got this left-hander.
And he needed it too. Let's see if he can complete this ride carrying a ton of speed. And will he get back to the open face? He does. And stumbles. Squandered. And also Ethan Ewing going right. Can he finish up this ride? Straight into it. Cannot finish. Pulls that turn off. We're seeing excellent. So 3 surfer exchange here. Let's see what Nat can do. He's been sticking to that backhand. Straight up vertical. Whoa. Can he get another section? No, just the one turn. Probably improve on the 3-3-3, maybe. Not by much. So he's going to have to get back out there and make sure that he backs up that 7-7-7.
Not one of his top 2. So he's going to keep with the same score line. Jonathan Gonzalez, green jersey, nice carve to open up. Comes around here and slashes. We're kicking off the back of his board. He was looking to acquire a 6.78. I like kind of the analysis right there, Peter. We're going to turn our attention to Nat Young. He wants to get rid of the 3-7-3, which he has, and some quick feet on that finishing maneuver to get back up in the lip
not going to give away our secret spots. Jeez, Kaipo, nice trick. Come on, let's take a look here at Jonathan Gonzalez. You know, go up there and search on your own, man. I'm not going to Cavallos.
What? I've never heard of the place. Here we go. Nat Young. What's he going to get on this?
Well, it's a replay of this quickness that you were talking about. And he had to be quick to get up on top of that lip to finish out that ride. He will improve on that 3.33, but guess who's chasing him down?
Beyrick de Vries. A couple of taps off the top and just working his way down the line. Good flow, but unable to finish it, and nothing super dynamic in that particular route, showing how some of these waves are kind of difficult to tackle.
Get certain ways to improve on your low scores, and here's Ethan trying to do that.
Slashed off the top there, flows through this section here. Nice carve for Ewing. Second carve, looking smooth and in control. And looks for the finish on that difficult, tricky inside double up dump section.
The weave previous at 3.73. I mean, he pulls that layback snap. You know, like I said, it goes up into the exit range. Here again, you know, surfing so well, great flow, good variety on the forehand. You know, snap here, still going to be a great score. It's going to improve on his 3.73. And then just the final move. Man, difficult section. You see him again. The technique he has, that's that bent front arm that gives him that unique style. And then they're trying to unweight. When you come off the bottom like that, you're trying to be a little bit quick. You want to unweight because you're just trying to get the board up into that section. Who brought it to us? Evan Slater and Taylor Knox were one of the first that brought us those images from that wave.
They're the ones who gave out the secret right there, talking about secret spots, and now we have a QS event over there. And a lot of surfers that enjoy that wave. Nat Young throwing some fin on that closing maneuver, looking to improve upon his 6.57. He's already in second place. Pretty strong. We'll see if he can better himself there as we near the 5-minute warning.
There's a lot of current, and when it's big, it's wild, and kind of scary. Same thing with Sunset.
Beyrick trying to mount his comeback here in the final couple minutes. Again, really utilizing that flow in the criteria. Goes for the air, a little flare at the end. So flow through the beginning, flare at the end. That could be the recipe. We'll see. Ethan Ewing, a couple of quick turns and kicks out.
Because it is an important wave. Looking for an 8.27. Is that air big enough? Nice start. You know, the quality of that section there flattens out, but he keeps that flow like you touched on. Again, kind of setting up this final section here. He now is going to gain the speed and clicks it. Nice front side and lands down in the flats. Pretty cool. That's not easy to do, but is it an 8.27?
Ethan Ewing takes a whitewater, hoping for a reform or maybe just a ride into the beach. The wave does reform. He gets a swooping cutback. Make it 2. Wave's going to double up on the inside and wax it. So
a little roundhouse to the lip.
Don't know if that's going to go into his top 2, but the form that Ethan Ewing's displaying is really fine.
We've touted him as a world-class championship tour surfer. Obviously, he made it. He's the world junior champion, but again, just adjusting. You know, it's been a little bit of a process for him, but I think that, you know, we're halfway through the season here. This is going to be a very bright sign for Ethan.